Hey everybody, my name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel, and the time has come for Tome Infinity and Beyond Round 2. If you guys have been on my channel for any length of time, you'll remember that back in September, I co-hosted a science fiction readathon called Tome Infinity and Beyond, which was basically a choose-your-own-adventure readathon where the Earth was going to be destroyed and you needed to GTFO and find a new home. Round 2 of the readathon picks up where Round 1 left off. And now that you've found a new home, you need to build your settlement. This readathon was created by Megan, the lovely, talented Megan from the channel Tome Infinity. Go subscribe to her. She's brilliant and has, once again, 5 channels co-hosting. They are myself, Megan and Sue from Spinebreakers, Kat from Brews and Reviews, Stephanie from Novelty Corner, Kayla from On the Fritz, and Nicole from Who Picked This Book. I will link everybody's channels in the description box, and I will also link the Twitter for the readathon, as well as the Google Doc that has all of the information in it, because I am going to be the science fiction info dump that we all hate. If you didn't participate in Round 1 and you were left behind on Earth, don't worry, you can totally still join. All you have to do is read a book describing the apocalypse that happened on Earth, and then a book describing the planet you want to go to. So if you want to go to Venus, you just have to read a book about some sort of apocalypse and a book with a strong female protagonist. You are allowed to double up challenges in this round of the readathon, so if you have an apocalypse book that also has a strong female protagonist, you're golden. That's all you have to do. You're caught up to everybody else. And if you were lost in space the first round of the readathon because you just didn't quite make it to your home planet, all you have to do is read a book describing the planet you want to go to, and you will magically be there. Once you are on your new home planet, you are going to be building your civilization, and we have this broken down into 5 tiers. And the first tier is that you are finding the elements or creating the elements you need for basic survival. For that we have water, food, air, fire, sleep, and shelter. And that sounds really vague and confusing, but we made them intentionally vague. As long as you can fit water or food into the book that you want to read somehow, it totally counts. So if all of your characters sit down to a meal together and you decide you want that to count for food, that's totally fine. That can count for food. If there is a picture of water on the cover of your book, perfect, it's water. If your characters have to find shelter from a rainstorm, then that can be water and shelter. Perfect, you did it. Way to go. If you're not sure if a book qualifies, feel free to message me, but odds are good that I'll be like, yeah, that's totally great. Tier 2 is for small settlements, and for that we have medicine, education, trading, procreation, oral communication, and travel, which can be through time or space. So again, super vague. You can make it work however you need it to. Tier 3 is for growing a civilization, and for that we have urban settlements, class structure, government, higher education, which we're saying is something with more of a specialized subject, technology, and religion. Tier 4 is for modern high society, and for that we have art, music, dance, theater, writing, and invention. And Tier 5, you've built a modern high society and everyone on your planet is living large and you want to expand and build your galactic empire. And for your galactic empire, because January is science fiction month, we thought it'd be fun to explore some of the subgenres of science fiction. So instead of topics for this, we have subgenres listed, and for that we have futurism and Afrofuturism, cyberpunk or steampunk, or really any other kind of punk that you want it to be, apocalyptic or dystopian books, science fantasy or bizarro fiction, hard science fiction or a space opera, and a vintage science fiction or a space western. If you count them, that's 30 different challenges. But don't worry, we've done a few things to make this a little less daunting this time around. First of all, like I said, you can totally double up, triple up challenges. If you've got a book where your characters all sit down for a meal together when they're being sheltered from a thunderstorm, you have got food, shelter, and water covered. Second, you are totally free to buddy up, buddy up for safety. And so if you do want to partner up with somebody and kind of knock these challenges out together, just bear in mind that you need to be on the same home planet. If you have somebody you want to partner up with and they are not on the same planet as you, don't worry, you can totally change locations, but in order to do that, you just need to read a book describing why you want to leave your planet. This can be because you're stuck in a love triangle, or you feel like a fish out of water, or you were the chosen one to leave, you know, pick a trope, that can count. And then you also just need to read a book describing the planet you want to go to. So I'm still looking for a partner, and if anybody wants to join me on Pluto and you wanted to, say, read a fish out of water story that also happens to be a vintage science fiction, you could just read that one book and then you could come join me and we could be partners. I'm lonely, please be my friend. You can knock out multiple challenges with one book. You can partner up with somebody and knock these challenges out together. You also don't have to complete all 5 tiers. If you and your partner just want to read 6 books between the two of you and you just want to be a basic survivalist, that's totally fine. You don't have to complete all 30 challenges to successfully complete this readathon. You do have to finish tier 1 to move on to tier 2 and so on, but if you just want to like have a small settlement, you can just finish tier 1 and tier 2 and you're good, and that's fine. Or if you want to go nuts and try to do all 5, that is also awesome. In addition to that, if you and your partner still feel like 30 challenges is a lot, we've done a couple other things to make it easier. One, we're going to be having once a week video challenges during this readathon. They will be listed in the Google Doc along with all of the information about this down in the description. But basically, every Tuesday, there's going to be a video challenge. You can pre-film them if you want. That's totally fine. But if you complete and post a video challenge, you can use that as a sort of get out of jail free card to knock out any one topic that you're having trouble with. In addition to that, instead of a regular group book for this readathon, each of the hosts has chosen a favorite science fiction book, and if you decide to read one of those books, then you can also use that as a get out of jail free card to knock out a challenge. And if you and your partner buddy read those books, you can use it, like you can each use it to knock out a challenge. So if like you and your friend buddy read my pick, you can get rid of 2 challenges. Easy as that. So if you're doing the math and you do all 5 video challenges and you buddy read all 6 host books, you're knocking out 17 challenges and you're more than halfway there. Easy as that. The host books are as follows. Megan from Tome Infinity has chosen Orcs and Crake by Margaret Atwood. Megan and Sue from Spinebreakers have chosen Dawn by Octavia Butler. Kat from Brews and Reviews has chosen Nixia by Scott Rankin. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. Stephanie from Novelty Corner has chosen Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Kayla from On the Fritz has chosen Saga. You can read any volume of Saga. Nicole from Who Picked This Book has chosen Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. And I have chosen something that will come as no surprise to anyone if you've been on my channel for any length of time. I've chosen Descender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Once again, like with Saga, you can read any volume. So if you are one of the 2 people I've convinced to read volume 1, you can read volume 2, and that counts. Awesome, great, perfect. We're gonna be hosting a bunch of sprints and stuff on Twitter. We're also gonna be having some fun stuff going on Instagram, so keep an eye out for that. The hashtag for this round of the readathon is going to be hashtag Tome Infinity and Beyond, and then the numeral 2. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. I realize this is like a lot of information. Let me know if you're participating. Let me know if you're gonna be on Pluto and you wanna be my buddy. Seriously, hit me up, and have a great day. Bye.